So calisthenics or weightlifting. Today's video, I'm actually going to break it down for you so that you kind of understand which one is better for strength and which one is better for mass, and how you grew with one of these and how would you. So this is where I'm going to start off first. I'm going to start off with weightlifting. Now, if you're new to the gym and you're watching my videos, weightlifting is good, right? Weightlifting would be going to the gym and lifting some really good weight, like heavy weight. Now that's forcing your muscles to actually grow. But not all of us are able to go to the gym, right? And we have our gyms at home. So whether you be doing a bit of calisthenics and a bit of weightlifting, you're gonna grow, right? So as far as we know, if you lift heavy, you will get a lot stronger, right? You will force your muscles to grow and you will get a lot stronger. So weightlifting, and that goes to say that weightlifting is extremely good, right? Lifting a lot of weight is forcing your muscles to grow, right? And it's also forcing you to get stronger. It's making you stronger. And with every time you lift your weight and you get extremely heavier and heavier, it boosts your confidence, right? So to understand, weightlifting is also extremely important to understand that you do get stronger weightlifting and you do get bigger weightlifting, right? And that is proven to us by a lot of people, but also not just people, but science too. I'm much of a science-based lifter, and I do not believe in certain things, right? But I do know for a fact from what I've seen that weightlifting is 100% proven for you to get bigger, right, than the person who is obviously doing calisthenics. Now, a lot of you calisthenics guys are not going to like what I'm going to say, but calisthenics has got its own kind of understanding, right? Now, I'm a weightlifter. I lift a lot of weight, but there are days where I do calisthenics, right? Calisthenics for strength, but I want to still see that I'm able as a person, right, as a bodybuilder, to be able to lift my own weight, right? And it's pretty impressive. Now, that's not me saying that calisthenics guys are not impressive at all. No, they are extremely impressive in what they do. I mean, to lift that much weight, like for yourself, if you're like maybe 90 kgs and you can lift yourself over a bar, or you could do a bunch of push-ups, that is extremely impressive to just anybody, right? I'm sure we've all seen Anatoly. Now, Anatoly, he is a powerlifter, right? Now, a lot of people get Anatoly confused with being calisthenics, but regardless, the amount of weight that he lifts is insane, right? So that's a different category for another day. I'll speak about powerlifting and bodybuilding and calisthenics on a completely different day with that category, because powerlifting is its own thing. But to break it down, bodybuilding, right? For people who are trying to get extremely big, weightlifting is your way to go, right? And certain kinds of lifts, certain compound lifts, are allowing your muscles to grow, right? And the heavier you go, the more it's forcing it, right? And that's literally known. That's proven science, right? You can go look that up if you think I'm wrong, but that is proven science. Lifting heavy will make you grow. So weightlifting would completely take the whole growth from calisthenics, right? And I have experience because there was a time that I did calisthenics for a really, really long time, right? And it was all I could do. And I had like a few weights that I was doing at home. This was when I just started lifting, and this is about 2 years ago, right? I've been in this for 2 years. It's going for 3, and I only had a few weights, right? I had a 10 kg kettlebell, and I had a 3 kg, and then 10 it was about 10 kgs, an easy bar with some plastic weights on the side that was decently heavy for that time, and but that wasn't helping me, right? So I started adding in calisthenics like push-ups and all of these things, and as much as I can say, push-ups for sure definitely helped me, but I noticed when I was able to lift more weight, the more I started to see progress, the more I started to notice the change in my muscles, right? So this is weightlifting's category. I'm going to now talk about calisthenics, right? So when I was doing calisthenics, and as a lot of you would know, calisthenics will not grow you that much, but calisthenics can grow you. But that would also require a bit of bulking and this and that. So yes, calisthenics can grow you. But calisthenics will not grow you as the person who is in the gym, or as the person who has weights at home that can lift more than you. Calisthenics is strength. It is strength based, and I literally can vouch for this because I did calisthenics at home for an entire year or two. I was just like, for literally the entire year that I was doing calisthenics, not year or two, I'm gonna say that. For the entire year that I was doing calisthenics, I wasn't noticing a lot of progress, right? Not in my biceps, not in my chest. I wasn't looking so defined. But look, the thing is, I started off extremely underweight, and so did my brother. So understand, look, calisthenics is great. It's good for strength, but it's not good if you're wanting to be a bodybuilder, right? A person who wants to get size. But calisthenics is come with its own kind of thing. Calisthenics, strength-wise, is insane, right? So a person who does calisthenics would obviously be stronger than a bodybuilder on pull-ups, right? But that doesn't mean that the bodybuilder is weak, right? It's just you as a calisthenics person, you already know that you can lift your body weight, but a bodybuilder, 100 and something kgs, is only lifting heavy weights, but can't lift himself up over the bar. Keep that in mind. He is 100 and something kgs. That doesn't mean that he is weak. That just means that you're able to do it, right? That is your body weight. You've been doing for a long time. It's something you practice every single day to do. And remember, keep in mind, when you start weightlifting or when you start calisthenics, it's taking time, right? You've got to learn things, your form, maybe, or how to do the lift. It's all about how long it takes you to do it, right? But that doesn't mean that the bodybuilder is weak because he can't do a few pull-ups. So, but that doesn't mean that you, as a calisthenics person, are not strong. You are. You guys have your own category. You guys are strong, but you guys do certain things that bodybuilders can't do, right? And that is cool. So, growing as a calisthenics person, you gotta just understand that if you're not adding in heavy weightlifting, or if you're not adding in a lot of lifting, it's going to take a long time for you to grow, right? And being natural, it's going to take even longer for you to grow. So, but that doesn't mean that you should hop on steroids. That's why I posted on my TikTok, if you want to go and watch some of my videos. It's G's Fitness 2. It is my second account. I posted about gym inflation as well, because we look up to the wrong people in gym, much rather than how we could find who's properly natural, because again, we are not able to assume who's natural anymore because everybody's just lying to each other. But back to the video, it's more like when you were doing calisthenics, you could do more push-ups than a bodybuilder, right? But that you have trained your muscles for body weight training. Body weight training is extremely good. It's got its own kind of thing. Like I said, it is its own community. Weightlifting is its own community. Powerlifting is its own community. And the hybrids who just do whatever they do, throwing things up in there, somewhat believe that that grows them. But who am I to judge you? But regardless, if you're a person who does calisthenics, that doesn't mean that you're not going to grow, but it is going to take you longer to grow than the person who is in gym, and that is a known fact. Calisthenics has got its own thing. It's extremely good to do. I did calisthenics, and I can tell you it boosted my confidence a lot. Doing push-ups, doing sit-ups, all these things. And yes, I was looking very chiseled. I was looking a little bit fuller than usual. But that obviously doesn't mean that because I was doing calisthenics that I was small, right? I was still skinny, but you could slowly but surely start to see muscle. And muscle mass is something that I wanted. Now keep in mind, I want to be a bodybuilder. So calisthenics for me was not what I wanted, but for a person who does calisthenics, obviously wants more strength, and they're extremely in tune with what they do. So like you would be doing like diamond push-ups, and you'd be doing all these kind of things that are body weight training that allows you to still grow because it's still body weight. But do keep in mind, you will not get the same size as a person who is a bodybuilder, who is obviously lifting heavier than you with weights. Now keep in mind that obviously doesn't mean that bodybuilding, like weightlifting, is better than calisthenics, and calisthenics is better than that. They are their own thing. We do not compare, and we should keep it kind of friendly towards each other, because again, we are all a community. All of us in the gym are a community. We should all be loving towards each other, super caring towards each other, and helping each other out. And so yeah, so anyway, when you do calisthenics, you're getting stronger, and it should boost you a whole lot, because like again, you've got like a sleeper ball as well. Some of you do have sleeper balls, some of you don't, but you've got a sleeper ball. Nobody knows that, right? And then you go and do a bunch of pull-ups on the bar, and everybody's like, yo, what the hell, dude? Some of you can even do you know, you guys can do full-on chin-ups, you know, all of that. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, turn on post notifications so that you can notify if you actually want to watch another one of my videos. So this would be it for the calisthenics and weightlifting category, and I hope I was actually able to break it down for some of you guys who obviously do not understand or might be new to this. Thank you for watching.